Guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of the Fishing Teacher, and thanks a lot for checking out today's video. It's always appreciated here. And guys, since we are getting into the cold weather time of the year, I just want to take a chance in this video and I want to give you guys some tips and advice on how to dress correctly for cold weather, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of people read things they should or shouldn't be doing. But I can tell you right now, guys, I fish all winter long. I have forever. I've probably fished in more cold weather than most anyone out there, unless you're an ice fisherman up in Minnesota or something. But guys, I spend a lot of time fishing in December, January, and February, so I got a lot of experience on this. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on where it works for me. And also, guys, for get started, we've only got a couple days left in the November sale on my series, my signature series, Solar Bat RB3 and RB2 series sunglasses. If you buy a pair by the end of November, you can get them at 50% off right now. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested and get you a good pair of these glasses here. I'd recommend the high contrast yellow lens is my favorite for sure. Okay, guys, I've got a little bit sort of an unconventional system that I use to dress for warm weather, and it works for me. I mean, I stay plenty warm in there. So what I do is I start out with some wool socks. I mean, wool socks are absolutely the best, when you're fishing outside. And a lot of times, guys, I will just fish in the wool socks. If it's dry out or something like that, by not having shoes on, even if it's in the 20s, you got more circulation. It's like the thing that gets your feet cold is when you don't have circulation. So I either wear a pair of really light tennis shoes or just the socks, or even sandals. I don't wear anything other than tennis shoes. I don't care if it's 15 degrees out. Now, if it's raining, I've got some of those sealskin socks I'll put over them, but I never wear boots because they cut off my circulation. The next thing I do is I wear a pair of baggy sweatpants. Baggy sweatpants, guys, will keep you warm underneath your rain gear. All this, by the way, is covered up by your rain gear. But don't put jeans on or anything like that. Just put your pair of baggy sweatpants on. It will keep you nice and warm. It's just as good as long underwear. And then I usually have a long sleeve t-shirt on, and then another sweatshirt over it. So I've got sweatshirt, sweatpants, long sleeve t-shirt, and then over that I've usually got some type of a fleece hooded jacket, like I've got here. This one here, just some type of fleece material, and then I put my rain gear over the top of that. And guys, that will I fish in 20-degree weather all the time with that setup there. It's pretty light. You can move around a lot. It's not bulky. I'm like anyone else. I do not like feeling like I'm bulky full of clothes when I'm fishing out there. But this is the best way that I have found to dress. It gives me the most mobility and keeps me the warmest with that. I don't hardly ever wear gloves, hardly ever. I mean, the only time I wear gloves is if I'm running. And even if it's in the 20s, I still fish, without any gloves on. If it's super, super windy and super, super cold, sometimes I'll wear just some jersey gloves, but most of the time not. And then I usually have some type of a balaclava on my head here. And this is important to keep your head warm there. But I usually have a balaclava, and then I'll maybe put my hood up over the balaclava like that. And keeps me sort of, you're never going to be like super comfortable if it's cold. I mean, if it's 20 some degrees out and the wind's blowing, you just want to be, you're going to be cold. You sort of have to make that mental flip that it's going to be cold, even if you're bundled up, but it doesn't have to be miserable. And that's the way that works for me. That's how I do it. I've got 2 trips this week. I'm going up to Stockton Lake for on the water lessons, and that's what I'll be having on. So anyway, guys, hope it helps. We'll talk later.